Yes. Today we'll be starting with your DOS protection.
Mhm.
What do you mean? Okay, let's not go with a DOS protection. What do you mean by DOS?
DOS is uh, distributed denial of service. Means
That is DDoS.
that is DDoS. Okay,
Hmm.
and you are talking about DOS
DOS.
only.
Huh.
So then it will be denial of service.
Yes. What is this
Mhm.
denial of service?
Okay, say means when attacker is trying to engage you continuously, means
Correct.
continuously
Correct.
pinging you and
Hmm.
not letting it complete. So we will
Correct.
be busy in the first attempt and then the second attempt, so that server will not be available for the genuine or authentic users.
Correct. Yes.
Hmm.
Correct.
Mhm.
DOS stands for denial of service, which is
Hmm.
a type of a attack which is
Hmm.
meant for a system to shut down or go
Hmm.
down
Hmm.
or make it inaccessible for your legitimate users. Correct?
Hmm. Yes.
Now, let's say, Suchita, you have a company where you have hosted your servers. Correct?
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, I'm an attacker. What is
Mhm.
my intention is? My intention is making sure that your resources are not available. Okay? I will
Mhm.
make sure that you don't give service to other persons. Will you
Mhm.
don't give? Your main motive is to serve the people, but
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll keep on sending a traffic much more than your device can handle.
Mhm.
Like continuously pinging, continuously sending TCP packets, correct? Now,
Mhm.
once there is a server, what a server would do, it would take a packet, he have to process the packet, he have to reply, right? There
Mhm.
will be one capacity which is set for your devices. Like I can say that our device can hold 1,000 TCP connections per second. That is the capacity of the server. He can
Mhm.
process those many packets. If more than those packets are coming, what happens? My system slow down, correct? It might even
Mhm.
shut down. So this
Mhm.
advantage will be taken by your attackers, where he'll continuously send a traffic to my servers more
Mhm.
than that they can handle, and they'll make sure that my server is down. My service
Mhm.
is down there.
Mhm.
That is your DOS attack.
Okay, yes. And
Okay.
means it can happen on the any server, even if it
Any
is a
server.
DHCP server or any our regular database server or any.
Web
Okay. Mhm.
server.
Web servers. Okay. Mhm.
Yes. No. See,
Mhm.
or you can also call it as like gateways.
Mhm.
You say whenever you take any of your firewall, they will make sure that no one pings to the gateway. Why? Because to protect it from this DOS attacks. See, my even firewall will have some capacity, right? These many
Yes.
traffic he can process. If
Hmm.
more than that is coming, what happens? It becomes like over for it, and what happens? It
Mhm.
might shut down. That's the
Yes.
reason they will say that they are not supposed to ping to the gateway of a firewall. Only
Okay.
like suppose like you guys what you are doing, you're into a security team, right? Only
Hmm.
one or two administrators will be allowed to ping and check. That's all.
Hmm. Mhm.
But rest everything will be completely blocked.
Hmm.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
DOS attack attempts to make network devices unreachable by disrupting services, correct?
Mhm.
It attempts to disturb network services by overloading network with unwanted traffic. Pan operating system DOS protection feature protect your firewall from all type of flooding attacks. It's turn your network resources and devices from being exhausted or overwhelmed.
Hmm.
In the event of network floods or so much traffic it's coming, host space like from multiple people to multiple destinations, it is checking. Port
Hmm.
scanning, like checking how many ports are open, how many ports are closed, and how
Hmm.
many packets he can process. Based on that, it'll be done. Just 1 second, Suchita, 1 second.
Yes. Sure.
Okay, create
Mhm.
DOS protection profile and policies to protect your critical individual devices or a
Mhm.
group of devices which are facing towards your internet, such as your database servers or web servers.
Mhm.
Okay, the DOS protection profiles can be used to mitigate several type of DOS attack like ICMP flood attack, TCP flood, UDP flood, correct?
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, Palo Alto network firewalls provide zone protection and DOS protection profiles. What is zone protection? We'll see in tomorrow's class.
Mhm.
Today, we'll be going with your DOS protection.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, what does a DOS protection profile means? We'll first see here, then we'll come back here.
Mhm.
Okay, see. DOS is a denial of a service attack. It is a malicious attempt to make a server or network resources unavailable to the users. Website host in web server, and when too many requests are being sent to the server than the server can handle, it might lead to the crash of your server, like TCP sync flood, UDP flood, and ICMP flood. See, attacker can be identified based on source IP, correct? Suppose I
Yes.
am an attacker, I have a IP. Through that
Mhm.
IP, if I'm continuously pinging you, you'll be able to
Mhm.
figure it out, right? It is
Yeah.
coming from
Mhm.
this IP.
Mhm.
If it is coming from thousands of IPs, will I be able to figure it out? No.
No. Mhm.
That we call it as DDoS attack. Distributed denial of service attack.
Mhm.
Okay. In this kind of attack, identifying the attacker is difficult as he uses multiple devices. Next, we have is your TCP sync flood. Yes, Suchita, TCP sync
Yes.
flood.
Mhm. So it might be pinging through that TCP connection.
No, 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 no. How does
So
TCP works?
three-way handshake.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
What is first packet that will be sent in your three-way handshake?
Sync. Sorry.
Yes. Correct, correct, correct. No,
Sync
it's
act.
correct.
Okay. Huh. Sync and sync acknowledge and what
Hmm.
was that?
Acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement. Yes.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. This is
Hmm.
how your TCP three-way handshake works. Now
Huh.
let's say Suchita, you are a server. I'm a end device. Now
Mm-hmm.
you are hosting some websites. Now I want to
Hmm.
connect your website. Correct. What
Hmm.
I'll do? I'll go with https suchita.com. Okay, that is your
Hmm.
website.
Hmm.
Now, before that, what happens? I will send one sequence number, correct?
Hmm.
You'll take it, you'll reply with the sequence number and the acknowledgement. Then I'll
Yes.
send an acknowledgement. Then
Hmm.
we'll both have initiated a connection. Then
Yeah.
your data transmission will happen.
Hmm.
Okay, now what is this TCP sync flood attack is? Now, what I will do is I'll send you a sync packet.
Hmm.
What you will do is you will take that sync packet, you will process it, you will send sync and acknowledgement.
Hmm.
But what I will do is I will never complete the handshake there. I will not
Hmm.
acknowledge you only.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
one packet it happens, leave it.
Hmm.
Now, like that, you being a server, I have set it in a way that you can handle only 10 new TCP connections per second.
Yeah.
What I will do
Uh-huh.
is I'll send more than that, like 15, 20, 30.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be able to process those many packets at a
Mm.
time? No.
No, it will be hanging in between. Mm-hmm.
Shut down, something will
Mm-hmm.
happen. That
Hmm.
is your TCP sync flood.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'll send sync packets, spoofed sync packet. I will never complete the three-way handshake itself.
Hmm.
Okay, see, for every client and server connection using the TCP protocol, a required three-way handshake is established, which is a set
Hmm.
of messages that will be exchanged between your client and the server.
Hmm.
See how your normal TCP three-way handshake works is like this.
Hmm.
Sync acknowledgement, acknowledgement.
Hmm.
Now sync flood is continuously sending sync, but never completing the packets there. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. The attacker spoofs their IP address instead of your actual address of a sender. Random IP address is entered, correct? Will
Hmm.
I attack with my IP? No.
No. Mm-hmm.
Always I'll spoof it. Yes,
Hmm.
Suchita, what is the
Hmm.
difference between spoofing and snooping?
Spoofing and
Snooping.
what? Okay, spoofing and snooping. Spoofing, I know. Spoofing is uh means giving something else instead of expected, or the means it's kind of making a fool, not giving the
Hmm.
real thing.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Or else you can, spoofing is attack.
Attack. Okay, yeah. Hmm.
Snooping is snooping.
No
Protection,
idea.
correct? Protection.
Snoofing. Okay, protection. Uh-huh.
You did DHCP snooping?
Snooping. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, we did DSCP snooping. Okay,
What
it
was
is the
that?
snooping. I was considering snoofing, so I got confused.
No, snooping.
DHCP snooping. Oh my God.
Protecting, right? By
Yes.
creating where all
Uh,
your interface will go as untrust, only
yeah.
from where your actual server is there, you'll go and make it as a trust.
Trust
If your
only.
DHCP IP is coming from that interface, that will only be
That only
allowed,
the
correct?
validity. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Okay, spoofing is always an attack.
Hmm.
Snooping is always a protection.
Hmm.
Okay, DOS protection profile will be used in your Palo Alto.
Hmm.
Okay, before understanding how to configure, we'll understand
Hmm.
one more thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. Now, what is the use of using your DOS protection profile? First thing is provides granular protection of specific critical devices for the new sessions, correct? A
Hmm.
major difference is that DOS policy can be classified or aggregate. I'll tell you what is this classified and aggregate.
Hmm.
Okay. Classified policies protect individual devices by limiting the connections per second for specific device. Okay, while doing the lab, I'll show you what is this aggregate and what is
Hmm.
the classified. Let's start
Okay.
doing the lab.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, actually, I was owning my devices, that's why I asked you to wait.
Wait. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
So,
Mm,
here in the Palo
mm,
Alto, we have means we can create a lots of policies and all that. Hmm?
mm, mm.
So, are we going to apply all of those at a time, or it depends on the situation
No,
where
no, no, no,
which
no.
one is needed?
Oh, no, 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 no. See, every time you have to do all the policies. See, routing is there. Routing should be done.
Hmm. Yes.
HA should be done.
Hmm.
HA, active or active passive, that depends on your scenario. Hmm?
Okay. Hmm.
Then you have to do a captive portal. Again, that is
Hmm.
like based on scenario. Global
Yeah.
protect
Yeah.
is
One
must.
second.
Hmm?
Our captive portal is remaining. Huh?
Yeah, I know, I know. Tomorrow
Yeah.
I'll
Hmm.
do.
I'm just
Zone
okay. Hmm.
protection and captive portal.
Huh.
So it's not like this, Suchita, that I have to go in a flow only. See,
Uh-huh.
I just went with the routing first because it is very easy to
Uh,
understand.
hmm.
Then I went with HA because it was very important so that you can concentrate.
Hmm.
Then
Hmm.
I have taken a topics which are little slow, like
Hmm.
which can be understand. DOS you can understand.
Hmm.
Next I'll go with SSL IP6 which are little new to you.
Hmm.
Then again I'll come to theory panorama. It's like that I have
Okay.
taken for you. That's all.
Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
Mm. Yeah, I was telling that. So
Huh.
based, not actually based on scenarios, there are few things which have to be applied. Like VPN is must.
Hmm.
Yes. Then
Yes.
HA is must.
Hmm.
Active Directory is must.
Directory. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So those are mandatory. But like small things like this captive portal, you can, if you want, you can. If not, you can just leave it. That depends
Ah.
on company.
Hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's start configuring. Now what I'll do is, let's say this is my DMZ, which is Ethernet 1 by 2.
Hmm.
Now I cannot take a server. What do I do is, I have taken a router. This router
Hmm.
I'll be converting it as a server.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now where do your attack comes from? It always come from your untrust zone,
And
correct?
trust. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what I have taken is Ethernet 1 by 1 is in untrust. Ethernet 1 by 2 is in DMZ.
Hmm.
Now, what I will do is I'll create a DOS protection profile on a Palo Alto by saying
Hmm.
that how many connections he can allow, how many connection my server can take. If it is
Mm.
exceeding than that, what action I have to specify. So that
Mm.
configurations will be done here. Okay.
Okay.
I
And
should have
is
got.
there any reason why we are taking a router instead of any server?
Because in real time scenarios you will have a server, but I have to configure so much on that server. So
Mm.
simply for understanding, for us,
Mm.
this is not the concern, this is not the concern, Palo Alto is the concern, right? So
Mm-hmm.
just to show you, I have taken a router and I have converted into server, that's all. But
Mm-hmm.
in real times it will be your actual server there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
192.168.0.104 https 192.168.0.104 advanced proceed admin admin. Yes, how is your work going?
It's good. Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Mm.
Admin. Okay, did you check which setup your company is using?
Uh, which setup means? Are we talking about the HA or?
HA, huh?
Uh, I forgot actually.
Okay, okay, no problem.
I'll check today.
Mostly it will be active passive only. No one will go with active active.
Mm-hmm.
Because I told you right, troubleshooting, everything is
Mm.
difficult there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it is correct or wrong.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah. In out of those two, one is active, so it will be mostly the active passive then.
Yes.
Yes.
Preferred is
Okay.
also active passive. By the
Huh.
time this opens, we'll
Uh-huh.
open your router and we'll make the configurations.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give no. You can do this lab, Suchita. Finish up this lab.
Mm-hmm. This DOS.
Hmm. Because
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes it will take, that's all.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Since I'm giving an explanation, it is taking a time. While doing
Mm.
a lab, in a single go, you can just do it. Enable
Mm-hmm. Mm.
config space T. We'll change the host name as, let's say, server.
Mm.
Host name as server. We'll go to interface G 0/0 IP address. What is the IP address we are taking?
172
172.16.
16.1 dot. Let's see.
172.16.1.1 with 255.255.255.0. No shut. Exit. Now what I'm doing, I'm making this router to act as a server, right? So what I have to
Yes.
do? I have to remove routing functionalities, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How do I do? No IP routing.
Okay.
No IP routing will make sure that he will not have your routing functionalities. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so this end device, this means it is acting as an end device now. It should have a
Mm.
gateway, correct?
Mm.
How do you give a gateways? You have to go with the command IP default hyphen gateway is 172.16.1.100.
Mm.
Okay. Then what I'm doing, I'm converting it as a HTTP server, correct?
Yeah.
How do I do? IP HTTP server.
Okay.
Then you have to
Mm.
create some authentication here, correct?
Mm.
IP HTTP authentication local. Now we'll create a username and password. Like whenever a
Mm.
user is trying to access this like a server, they should
Mm.
give their username and password. Okay.
Okay.
How do
Mm-hmm.
you give username?
Username.
Let's go with admin
Mm-hmm.
who have a privilege 15 high
One, two.
authority.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, 15, and with the password, let's go with 123. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's all. What we have to do, we just have to save it now.
mm,
Give here. Now, so we have converted just IP HTTP server. How you are
mm.
getting authenticated? What is the username
Local
and password?
authentication. Yes. Mhm.
Yes. Now, what we'll do, we'll come to your Palo Alto. Let's configure your IPs, create a policies, then we'll
Mm.
continue. Actually, I thought of going Active
Yeah.
Directory today, but the
Mhm.
thing is, server was very slow. If I start by 7, it'll end
Mm.
by 9 o'clock. That's why I
Okay.
didn't go.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now let's first go to network,
Mm.
interfaces. Where is Ethernet 1 by 1? It is on
And
10.1.1.100.
yeah. Mhm.
I'll name it as untrust.
Mm.
Ethernet 1 by 1. Interface type is layer 3.
Mm.
Virtual router will be your default. Security zone is untrust.
Mm.
Okay, give OK. Then come to IPv4, add IP address 10.1.1.100/24. Then come to advanced, add a management profile. It is my ping profile where ping and response pages should be allowed. Give OK. Next, come to your Ethernet 1 by 2.
Mm.
Okay,
It's on the server side, right?
yes.
Mhm.
Layer 3, virtual router will be default. Security zone will be DMZ zone.
Mm.
IP will be 172.16.1.100.
Mm.
Once we'll add a ping profile. Give OK. After this, we also have to create a policy, right, between my untrust to DMZ.
Untrust to DMZ. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Go to your policies. Security. NATing is not
Security.
required because I have not connected to internet, but this will be actually coming from internet. So for that, I
Mm.
have to do destination not. I didn't do that all. Okay.
Mm.
Go to add. It is between my untrust to the DMZ.
Mhm.
Source zone coming from
So what did you say? Why don't we need a NAT?
because I have not connected to internet, right? It is my
Okay. Mhm.
because the setup what I have taken is like within it is connected to switch here, right? Suppose
Yes.
if it was connected to internet from there it was coming. So at that time you have to create do NAT also I was saying.
Okay.
DMZ.
Means if it is directly coming from the internet, then only we have to do
Yes.
that.
Yes. Or I have
Okay.
to
Okay.
reach to internet then only I have to do, right? If not,
Yes.
not necessary.
Hmm.
Action is to allow, give, okay. Okay, let's commit this. Okay, one more
Hmm.
thing what we'll do is I'll
Hmm.
try to get DHCP IP for this PCs instead of adding actual IP.
Actual IPs. Okay. Mhm.
Yes, where is DHCP? See what we did in your entire PC and daily we are doing it.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ethernet 1 by 1. Okay, ping and IP while allocating. I'll create a pool in the range 10.1.1.1 to 10.1.1.10.
Hmm.
Options. Gateway is 10.1.1.100. Subnet is 255.255.255.0. Primary DNS will be
8. 8 dot 8 dot.
okay. Let's commit
Okay.
this.
Mhm.
Once it is committed, we'll just get DHCP IP. We'll try pinging here. Then we'll try to open the server. Then we'll create your DOS protection profile.
Mhm.
Sita, if you don't
Mm,
mind me asking a question,
mm-hmm.
you have joined for a work, right? Like
Yeah,
in networking, as like they have considered you as a experienced one, as a or as a fresher one.
as a fresher one.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, because I got a reference.
okay, okay. No problem, no
Mm,
problem.
mm,
Because if someone who is into technical also, if they are going
mm,
into networking, they will not
mm.
be considered as like experienced one. They are considered as freshers itself.
Fresher itself. Okay. Mm.
Yes.
Actually, because I did
Hmm.
that currently A plus, and I was working and
Hmm.
support, and I got a reference. He said it is a opening position,
Hmm.
and if you could crack the interviews, then you
Hmm.
are in.
Okay.
So yeah, so I worked. Even before learning this CCNA, I learned the halfway CCNA myself, and
Hmm.
then gave the three interviews, and yeah, I got selected. And then I decided, okay, so now I got selected, I will complete all this one by one.
Yes, it's good.
Mm. Mhm. Because A plus is really vast, and it gives a lot of foundation knowledge actually.
What's there in A plus? Like,
A plus starts with everything. Means it will give you the hardware and even the
hmm.
softwares and networking and security and cloud, a bit of
Mm-hmm.
everything, a
Okay,
bit of
okay, okay.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it gave me a quite idea how it will be,
Mm-hmm.
and I just prepared on that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, good, good.
Yeah, because the main thing is, if on your resume, if you don't, if the employer don't see the experience or certification or education, they
They
won't call
don't
you for the interview.
correct. That is
Yes,
100%
and
correct.
there I got I means I got a privilege, I think I would say that,
Hmm.
where the person who gave my reference, he just
Hmm.
directly forwarded that to the manager and
Hmm.
asked him to take an interview,
Hmm.
so, and then decide.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, it went ahead smooth then.
Okay. It is not pinging.
Okay,
Wait.
from
All
VPC4 to the server. Okay.
server, huh?
Hmm. And did we ping the gateway? Is
No,
it
I
going
didn't.
up to there? Mhm,
Yes, I'll do it. I'll do it.
mhm.
I guess I gave Ulta here. See, source zone I have given
Oh,
DMZ.
DMZ. Mhm. Okay, it
Address
is interest, then destination.
DMZ.
Oh, hmm.
Okay, okay. I knew somewhere I'll miss like this.
Okay. Can you just hold 1 second? I will
Mm-hmm.
just check on my younger one. Hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, we are committing that. Yeah, policy.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes. I would suggest you to go for network security.
Yeah, actually, I am. I am interested in that only, but
Hmm.
I have to start somewhere. So, and even though I need to go into the security, I will have to understand the network first.
Networking, yes. Without
Yes.
networking, Suchita,
So,
next to
what
impossible.
can you suggest me next? Means what should I do next to get into more into the security?
I would say in
Huh?
Palo Alto, take a good experience. Now,
Okay.
don't run like you have to do into security. First, have a good, very good hold on your Palo Alto. then you
Okay.
start doing, because see,
Hmm.
Palo Alto is like the one major which is running
Mm-hmm.
when compared to any other firewalls. If you have a good hold now, then you
Hmm.
can go into like ethical hacking or
Hmm.
cyber security stuff. Before that, you need to understand this stuff here. And
Okay.
I would also recommend you to go with networking concepts like BGP,
Hmm.
yes, MPLS.
Okay.
Those are very helpful. If you go no matter where, it is very helpful for you. Please do
Hmm.
that also.
Okay.
Because
BGP
you being
MPLS.
an, yeah,
Hmm.
being an network security, you have to have a very good hold on your network as well as security.
Hmm.
Means if there is any troubleshooting with networking, you have to be the one who have to understand it.
Hmm.
Security also, you have to be very good at it. So I would
Hmm.
suggest
Mm-hmm.
consider like learning BGP, MPLS, have a good, very good hold on your Palo Alto subject,
Hmm.
then go for cyber security,
Hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
understanding
So.
attacks, how to, yeah,
Mhm. Mhm. So this BGP and MPLS will only cover in the CCNA, CCNP,
yes, yes,
or
yes.
can we learn it separately also? Only
No,
those
no, no, it
topics.
isn't only those
CCNP.
topics.
Hmm.
I don't think someone will give separately, Suchita. You just have to
Hmm.
check. Okay, check.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, see Suchita
Hmm.
pinging.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, I'll try pinging from here also.
Hmm.
172.16.1.1.
So, hmm.
ठीक है. Now, I'll
Okay.
try to open in my browser.
Windows. Hmm.
Yeah, I'll go with this. I just have to go with HTTP. What is the IP? 172.16.1.1.
1.1. Hmm.
It'll ask me for a username and password. I have to enter that. Yes,
Yeah.
what was the username?
Admin. Admin.
I mean,
And 123. Hmm.
okay. See, I'm reaching to some server page, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Hmm.
Let me try with the other PC also.
Mhm. If this doesn't come, this network
Hmm.
notification, how
Hmm.
do we look for that?
Check
I
here.
tried where
Network 2.
it wasn't showing there, but I will see.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because somewhere we needed that, uh, and it wasn't
Internet.
coming up for me also. Yeah,
Okay.
so I need to wait. I closed it and again open it, and then I got that.
Yes, sometimes image right.
Hmm.
Even morning I was doing a lab. For my
Hmm.
VLAN 20, I was not at all getting internet. So I
Hmm.
have to stop the class, then start. So it
Hmm.
happens.
Yeah.
If we do it on a real devices, this won't happen since it is an image. No matter where
Hmm.
you go, it'll
Hmm.
happen.
Hmm.
Okay, now, so we are able to access everything now. What
Hmm.
we'll do is now we'll create your DOS protection profile. Where do
Okay.
you do is come to your objects. Yes, do you remember in security profiles we have covered till data filtering. We
Yes.
didn't cover your DOS protection, correct?
Hmm.
That broad DOS protection we are going to cover it in today's class.
Hmm.
Go to your DOS protection profile. Create, add. What is the name you want to give? Let's say it is whichever traffic is coming from my untrust to DMZ. I'll name it like that.
Hmm.
Yes, untrust to DMZ.
DMZ.
I'm creating a DOS protection profile here.
Hmm.
Okay, if you want to give any description like why you have created, you can give. Now,
Hmm.
after this, are you saying you are getting two options? One
Hmm.
is aggregate, the other one is classified.
Hmm.
What is this aggregate? See, this applies your DOS threshold configured in a profile to all the packets that match the rule criteria. Like
Hmm.
suppose if it is if I am pinging, if you are pinging, if some other person is pinging, all packets will be checked. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
Aggregate profiles allows creation of maximum session rate for all packets matching the policy. Okay, like example, aggregate rule with a sync flood threshold of only 10,000 connections per second are allowed. So like that. Like coming for all packets, this policy will be allowed. Coming to classified. Yes, Suchita, are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening, but I'm not understanding. Maybe you
Okay.
explain classified, then I'll get the
Okay. I'll not go
situation.
with that. I'll just go with the simpler one. See, the
Okay.
aggregate profiles count the total number of connection matching the rule.
Hmm.
How many connections are coming, that will be checked here. Okay.
Okay.
The classified profiles count individual session based on the source IP, destination IP, or source or destination. Like
Hmm.
suppose you have went with the aggregate. If you are sending, I am sending, everything will be checked.
Hmm.
Classified is nothing but he will check how many connections I am having, how many connections you are having, like how
Hmm.
many connections I'm having from this source to that
Yes.
destination, that will be checked in
Hmm.
the classified.
Classified. Okay.
Okay, now got it.
Hmm. So the aggregate profile will count a total number.
Total number of
Total
connections, yes,
number
correct.
matching to our rule or whatever the
Yes,
profile is
policy.
mentioning. Okay.
Yes.
And classified will
Classified is
check the individually.
individual, like from one
Session.
particular source IP, one
Hmm.
particular destination IP, or
Yes,
from
yes.
one particular source to one particular destination. Okay.
Hmm. Okay.
I'll just read this. Now you'll understand this.
Hmm.
See. Apply DOS threshold configured in a profile to all packets that match the rule criteria.
Hmm.
Aggregate profile allows creation of maximum session rate for all packets, whichever is matching to your policy.
Hmm.
Classified applies DOS threshold configured in a profile to all packets satisfying classification criteria, like such as source IP, destination IP, or
Hmm.
source and destination IP.
Hmm.
Like this profile allows the creation of a threshold that applies to a single source IP.
Hmm.
Now got it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Aggregate means it aggregated and classified means it is more sorted.
Special.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Okay.
S-
Now,
Okay.
first, what type of flood it is? Is it a
Hmm.
sync flood, UDP, ICMP flood? We are going to check now.
Okay.
First, we have is your sync flood. Now, are you seeing one action you have, which is your random early drop?
Hmm.
If you drag here, there is one more option coming as sync cookie.
Hmm.
Sync cookie we'll see later. We'll just see your random early drop. I'll tell
Hmm.
you what is the sync cookie later.
Hmm.
One second.
Hmm.
1 second, Suchita.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, okay, Suchita.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, first option we have was your random early drop, correct? It will
Hmm.
starts dropping your packets randomly when connection per second have reached the activate rate.
Yeah.
Like I have
Hmm.
specified that my activate rate is at 10,000. As soon as it have reached that maximum connectivity as 1,000, after 1,000, how many packets will come? It will start dropping it. That is
Hmm.
random early drop. Okay.
Hmm.
But here I cannot show you with 10,000 because those many ping counts I cannot take.
Hmm.
What
Hmm.
I'll do is, at what rate you should start getting an alarm. Let's
Okay.
say after every third TCP sync connection, I should get an alarm.
Hmm.
At what rate you should this profile should get activated? I'll say that after two connections, make sure that it's activated. Okay.
Hmm.
How many maximum connections you can have? I'll say only two.
Hmm.
Then for how many seconds you want to block? Let's say I'll just block it for 10 seconds.
Hmm.
Okay, that you can
Hmm.
specify.
Hmm.
Alarm rate is at what rate you should start getting a notification or alarms. Okay,
Hmm.
see here. Alarm rate, specify the threshold rate to generate a DOS alarm. He will start saying that these many connections are exceeding, these many connections are exceeding.
Hmm.
Activate is when your profile will get activated. Specify the threshold rate at which DOS response is activated.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum rate is how many maximum connections it can hold. But in term to be actually, it's like he will never go to your maximum rate itself.
Mm.
Okay, because you will get activated at 2 rate, he will never
Mm-hmm.
go to your maximum rate. At that place itself he'll start dropping after every 2
Mm.
connections. Okay.
So here, um, that alarm rate should be smaller value, right?
No.
Means here, see, if maximum is 3, means we got a 3
Hmm.
connection.
Okay, you can say
And
like 4 here. Yeah, I just gave a random numbers here.
no, no, yeah,
Okay.
it is okay, but I'm just
Yes,
making
yes.
myself clear
Mm.
that alarm rate should be less than our
Less
max rate and the
maximum
activate
rate,
rate.
correct.
Max
Yes,
and
yes.
activate can be the same.
Max,
And
yeah, you
activate,
can say, you can say.
yeah.
But
Okay,
actually, in turn, he will never go to your maximum rate itself. Because you
okay.
have said that activate rate is at 2 itself, so it will start
Huh.
activating at your second connection.
Second connection. Okay. Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's say that it is 3
Great. Mhm.
and I want to get activated at 3, maximum connection as 4 now, as of now.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Now, you have UDP flood
Mhm.
coming. You can
Mhm.
also specify like that. Let's say it is 3 active
Mhm.
alarm rate.
Mhm.
Activate rate will also be 3. Maximum connections, I'll say I can have a 4 connections.
Mhm.
Next, ICMP
Yeah,
flood.
that block duration was 300 second. So
Ah,
are we
yes,
going
yes.
to test it? Huh.
Yeah, okay, I can show you only
Yeah.
with the sync flood and ICMP flood.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay, ICMP
Hmm.
flood. Alarm rate, at what rate you should start getting? I'll just keep it with 2.
Mhm.
Okay, I should get an activate at 2 itself.
Hmm.
And maximum connections, I'll say that only 3.
Oh.
And I'll say I'll block it for the duration of 10 seconds.
Hmm.
Okay, if you have any ICMP V6 flood, you can specify here. Okay,
Mhm.
now
Mhm.
here are you seeing one more option? If you have any other floods coming, you can specify.
Hmm.
Now, here you have one more option of resource protection. This applicable only for your sync, like how many maximum concurrent sessions you can have. The value
Mhm.
by default is 32768. I
Hmm.
will say that whenever a user is trying with TCP, only 2 concurrent sessions are allowed at a time.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, just give
Okay.
okay. Now it is like you just have created an object. You have to create a policy here. Okay,
Hmm.
where do you create your policies? Come to your policies. Are you seeing here DOS protection?
Hmm.
Come to your DOS protection, create a profile. I'll say that this is between my untrust to DMZ, my DOS profile. If you want to give any description audit comment when happened, you can give. Now, what is the source zone? Untrust?
We are creating from
Oh, sorry, yes, untrust.
so,
See, again I did.
untrust to the DMZ, yeah, DOS
DMZ, correct.
protection. Yeah, the traffic will be like that. Hmm.
Yes. Destination,
Hmm. And it will be then DMZ.
DMZ. Now, after that, come to your options.
Hmm.
If you want to specify any services, you can specify here. Okay. Now, what is the action you want? You want to
Hmm.
deny completely, or you want to allow it, or you want to protect? Which one do you think will be applicable here, Suchita?
Protect.
Protect. Deny means
Hmm.
what? Completely will be
It will,
blocked?
yeah, drop. Yeah, it will not
Yes.
go ahead.
Allow is completely will be allowed. Protect
Hmm.
is your DOS protection will start activated.
Yes. Hmm.
Now, you want to schedule it
Hmm.
like maybe like whenever we have your sales going on, especially
Hmm.
at
Hmm.
that time there can be so much traffic coming, so I want to activate at that time scheduling like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So
Okay.
that scheduling can be done here.
Hmm.
If you have any log forwarding profile, you can specify here. Now
Hmm.
what is it? We have configured there as aggregate, correct?
Hmm.
For all connections, put that aggregate profile here, which is untrust to DMZ DOS profile. If you
Okay.
have went with the classified,
Hmm.
you have to click here. You have to put your classified profile and
Hmm.
based on what? Source IP,
Source
destination
IP.
IP, or both.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it. Mm.
Now just give okay and
Okay.
then just commit it.
Commit. Okay. Meanwhile, I have one question.
Yes, go ahead,
So
Suchita.
I was looking at our Palo Alto that syllabus here, and
Hmm?
I don't remember what we did in the app ID, or we haven't
Application ID.
completed. Okay, so I don't remember actually.
Hey, application filtering we did right.
Huh? Filtering,
That
yes.
itself. Yes, that is what your application ID is. Based on your applications,
Okay.
you're going to filter the traffic, right?
Yeah,
I
huh.
agree. User ID I didn't do. That is there in
Mm-hmm.
a AD lab.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Though that is remaining. We yeah,
Yes,
captive
yes.
portal and Active Directory. Okay.
Ah, no, still
Yeah.
is there. IPsec, SSL, Global Protect.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just talking about that topic. I was
Okay,
looking
okay.
at the app ID and I don't remember what we did in there. So yeah,
How
and
you are
next to
filtering
that
your
is user ID.
applications. Yes,
Yes, okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
how many
to
pings I gave? I
site
guess two. Yes, yes.
No, no, I'm just looking at next what we are going to learn. And what will be here in this global protect
Global Protect is your remote access VPN.
remote VPN. Yeah. Okay.
Next, we have IPsec also.
Yes. So
Let's,
IPsec means site to site is IPsec?
yes, site to site is
Okay.
IPsec.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'll do, I'll keep on pinging continuously, minus T. See what happens. See, after two, it'll start dropping. Ajijo. See,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
again, two will
Mm-hmm.
start dropping.
Mm-hmm.
I will also go and ping here
Done.
continuously, minus T. Okay, I'll hold like this.
Mm-hmm.
See here. Somewhere it is allowed, here also allowed. Both will drop now. See?
Mm-hmm.
Now both will be allowed, I guess. No. 10. Okay, here allowed, here also allowed. Again drop.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Now
Yeah.
you got it, how it happens?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. See?
Okay, so it is
Here
allowed.
also.
Mhm.
You are clear with this
And
flood? Hmm?
so if means what we have given, if there are three, then it will alarm us. So how that will be generated? It will in the
See, I
so
cannot show you the traffic logs here. I don't have license
mm,
there. Here it start coming up. How much
okay, it
traffic
will give
was
a
coming?
alert kind of thing.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, 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 yes. At your logs, you'll start getting that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing here alarms?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it will come up here.
Mm-hmm.
Which source, which destination, source port destination. Yes, everything will come up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I have to show you with this what I just one thing here is you have to be
Mm-hmm.
very little fast here because
Mm-hmm.
at particular that second, right, I cannot
Mm-hmm.
show you.
Okay.
I'll just try opening your Explorer
Mm-hmm.
or else I can do. Okay, how do I? Yes, go with HTTP
Mm-hmm.
172.16.1.1. It's admin 3. Okay, now I'll go and open another VPC, not VPC, Windows machine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is Windows 6. Just little things we have to do here, Suchita.
Mm-hmm. So we are trying to ping from both of them, right?
Yes,
in
at
both
a
6
time.
and 7 machine. Yes, in
Huh.
time.
Okay. I want another explorer here.
Mhm.
HTTP 172.16.1.1 admin. Okay, I've got here. I want that page also to come up here.
Mhm. Okay, from the both the browsers, right?
Yes,
Internet Explorer and Chrome.
Chrome.
Mm.
Just come this side, Baba. Huh, okay. Now I'll try to refresh everywhere.
Okay.
Here I'll refresh.
Mm.
Here I'll refresh. It has to be very quick, Switchita. See,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
uh,
Yeah, I understand that. It should actually happen all four at a time.
at a time, yes.
Ah.
I'll try here.
Mhm.
And somewhere here also I'll try. Let me see. Somewhere it has to work. I should
Mm.
get that this page can't be reached.
Okay.
Yes, see, I got it
Yeah,
here.
the behind there. Yeah. Mm.
Yes, see. And I
Yes.
guess I got it.
Took too long to respond.